What high school are you going to, sir? Do you know?
I took my successful enrollment test, and I'm still waiting for the results. I want to go to Brooks, but as of right now, I'm not really that sure.
What other schools are you waiting on?
Lane, Northside, Whitney Young.
So, if you don't get into those schools, what schools would you consider going to?
Do you know where you're going for high school?
Yeah, I'm going to New Trier. I feel like excited because like you get to meet a lot of other people.
Are you nervous about not knowing that where you're gonna go to high school?
Oh, of course I'm nervous because I don't know if I'm getting into my dream school or if I have to go to my neighborhood school, which I wouldn't want to do.
Will you look the same or will you grow up?
Hopefully I actually grow up instead of looking the same.
I'm hoping I'm gonna grow, but no, I don't think so. I'm not gonna be like those one be like 8th grade. I'm like so like 8th grade and then high school like I hate all of you. I'm getting new friends. I'm gonna stay the same. I'm gonna be down to earth. It's good. Yeah, it is good.
Maya, what school you going to? I'm thinking about Jones. Jones? No, you can't go if I'm not getting accepted. You want to go to the same high school? What are you going to? Hubbard? No. Hubbard is not a real bad school. The fact that you said real bad.
Hands go up, the mouths go off. Close them out, close them out.
Immaturity. I like immaturity.
Hello?
Hey, man.
All right. You got the results?
Okay.
Wait, but do you feel confident that you
Let me read it.
Wait, do you feel confident that you made it?
How
you feel about it?
I feel like Michael Jordan.
Let's do it.
See, it says, I can't read it. I can't, I'm too excited. I can't read it.
Why you can't read it?
I'm too excited.
Read it. Read it. You can do it.
Congratulations. It is my pleasure to offer you a seat at Brooks for the...
Right where you wanted to go.
Yes.
You were so excited he couldn't even read it. I'm excited for you.
At the exam points, I got 255 out of 300, and then I got 826 out of 900.
Go,
You did good, boy.
Yeah.
You did it, Rob.
I think it's probably as or more important than college at this point in his life. It's kind of like college already.
He did this grammar school out here, and when he goes to high school, he'll be with his dad because it's closer, and he'll come back home on the weekends. Proud of you, Rob.
Thanks, Keisha.
So proud of him.
Congratulations. It's my pleasure to offer you a seat at Young for the 2014 to 2015 school year. Young was the highest ranked school on your application for which you qualified according to your total point score.
No, pues la aceptaron allá. Hay que tratar allá a ver cómo se siente Gina. Pues porque dicen que aquella escuela es mejor, aquella high school es mejor que esta, más avanzada en cuestiones de aprender. Oigo yo, a otra gente yo no sé, todavía no tengo a nadie allá en el centro.
Who's gonna eat chocolate? And you last. See, like this. The exam is worth 300 points, and she got 288 out of that. And for the total points, it's 880 out of 900. Gracias, niña.
I think it's going to be different over there. Well, if you got accepted there, you're probably a good kid who has good grades. When you're young, I don't think they make you walk in straight lines.
You want to go swimming in the snow?
No, you go swimming in the snow. Oh, wait, I forgot you can't swim.
I'll do it.
How do you know where they're from?
1, 2.
North
Open
side.
the north side one first, yes.
Everybody knows that if you get a letter from...
No, I don't. I don't have any idea.
None.
I just am guessing that.
Do you know how to work an envelope? Can you just hold this?
And?
Congratulations on your acceptance to Northside College Preparatory School.
I'm so happy for you.
What's that? Like, please do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Do you accept or not? I think we know the answer to that.
We had to open other letters.
Yeah, we do have to open other letters.
It's ripped. What do we do?
I think they'll take it back anyway. Your next step will be to decide if you will accept or decline this offer.
I mean, it's number 1, but it's your choice.
It's not my choice, it's
It
yours.
is.
Yes, then yes. We'll accept Northside.
They had the scores to get in, so unless they made some mistake, I was pretty sure I was going to get in. Always room for human error.
There's always room for error, and you just never know with CPS. Someone told me maybe they only have so many slots for your zip code, and if they already have however many kids with perfect scores, Kyle gets left out. And I'm like, that can't be true, but until you really see the letter, kind of nagging in the back of your mind.
I think it would be less fun for the second child, especially if they were within the 4 years of each other, because basically you may be told that you have to send your kids to 2 different schools that could be on the opposite sides of the city. That to me would be difficult.
There's 6 different letters. I'm just like speechless right now. I just have like one worry. It's not getting in and not being accepted. Shy Arts. Dear Natalia, thank you for your application to the Chicago High School for the Arts. We are unable to offer you further consideration for admission. Okay. Lincoln Park. I'm worried about this one. Unfortunately, you were not selected for enrollment in Lincoln Park High School through the Performing Arts Magnet Program.
Sorry, Mama.
I had a feeling I wasn't going to get in either.
You okay?
Uh-huh.
You sure?
Yep. Von Steuben, I think. Von Steuben Scholars, not eligible. Von Steuben Science, waitlist number 431.
Wow.
Tier 1.
All right. 431 is not bad.
Yeah, but the one for Nova Street is better.
Mm-hmm.
Want to read it?
No. No. Oh my God. Congratulations, it is my pleasure to offer you a seat at Westinghouse for the 2014-2015 school year. Westinghouse was the highest ranked school on your application for which you qualified. According to your total point score, you and your parents should be proud of your outstanding accomplishments, and we extend our best wishes for your academic success in high school. So I got accepted? Yes. Yay.
You see? I told you to bring the tissue.
Pass me a tissue. I'm actually glad I got into it. I didn't really pay attention to this school. I was more focused on Lane. Total score for Lane was
713.
Yeah, missed by 10 points. I got into one selective enrollment school. I mean, that's good. It's not good, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You worked hard for it, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it may not be Lane, but it's
Hard work
a good
enough.
school.
Eventually, one of
Yes.
them had to accept
Yes,
her.
one of
Yes.
them
How could you not? How could you say no to her?
Westinghouse.
It's south of Chicago. Chicago Avenue.
It's west of Kedzie.
It's by Franklin Boulevard.
So it was like for real?
It was in a dream.
Ladies in line.
Well, I got accepted to Jones, but I also got accepted to 7 other charter schools.
I got accepted to Jones and I'm going to Jones.
I had been very close to finally finishing the stress of my whole high school waiting for the application acceptance letter journey, and then I didn't get into the school that was my first choice, and I have to start doing stuff all over again. So
I wish we could give our spots to her.
Me, I kind of don't want to give up my spots for I kind of rather go to Jones. So, sorry, Julie.
You know, we want them to get in where they deserve to go. And I know there were a lot of kids who I really expected with straight A's, and they were in the 90th percentile, and I really expected them to get into selective enrollment, and they didn't get in.
For Jones, the cutoff score increased because so many more people want to go there because it's such a prettier school than it used to be.
they don't know who I am. I'm just a number on a paper. So from last year's cutoff scores, I was 3 points above the maximum, but then they changed the cutoff scores yesterday and I'm actually 3 points under the minimum. So now that there's kids getting in with like 900s, it bumps up the average, and so I didn't get in because I didn't score high enough.
View full schedule, but I don't think you have a schedule. It tells what you've signed up for. Okay, so take a look. Can you put your phone down? Yeah, put your phone down. All right, so this is the creative cuisine is just an alternate for a freshman concert band, but guess what? They're going to put you in freshman concert band. You've got English 1, kinetic wellness. Can't just call it gym, it's kinetic wellness. So yeah, we had an orientation to find out all about the different levels, and this is kind of what we worked out, so that she's, I'm happy because she's taking band, and she's happy because she's taking history. She's getting 5 courses out of the way right away. Some of the business classes look really cool.
Caroline Hartman is doing business her freshman year. But I can't do that because I'm banned.
Amazingly, she's changed this year to me. Or maybe it's just I've changed, but you know, bridging over to being a teenager or a mini woman or whatever, but I just didn't see that at all a year ago, and now I can't not see that. I'd say she's maybe a little more moody. Most parents tell me that's not atypical and that it's usually any surliness is pretty much directed toward the parent, especially the mother, so lucky me.
Wait, do you want the one with white bread or wheat?
I'll take either one, honey. The last time I got a grilled cheese sandwich that Emma made was Valentine's Day, and it was better than chocolate.
You can't teach me how to cook.
In a heartbeat, Emma.
What?
Well, in a heartbeat, I'll teach you how to cook. Less work for me. Or I could just tell you how to do chores. Teach you how to load the dishwasher.
I already know how to do that. I
know.
just choose not to do it.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself.
You cannot shut your mouth to total silence. You need to leave.
We want to integrate schools, prohibit discrimination of public or private hiring, and get $2 an hour minimum wage requirement nationwide. I remember my lines. It's a Black history, like a moment in Black history. I'm playing Martin Luther King.
3, 2, 1, begin.
We're marching for jobs, education, and equality, so we would like you guys to join this very special event.
Yes, we want to immediately eliminate the segregation in schools, establish a $2 minimum wage fee for the nationwide, and here's a flyer to further elaborate.
So, where y'all going to high school?
I'm going to Thornridge too.
I wanted to go to Seton, but I did the
the application too late, so I couldn't go.
Yeah, I missed all the CPS deadlines. I wanted to go to either Lindblom or Walter Payton, but I missed all the CPS deadlines, so I have to wait until sophomore year.
All 4 of my sisters went to Thornridge, so we know the staff pretty well.
I'm going to Brooks.
So how's the transportation gonna get you there? Gonna have to take the bus and train.
No, my dad.
Right, Brooks is kind of far.
Right.
I don't think they have a bus that runs from here to
Why you
Brooks.
want to go there?
Robert, I'm gonna ask you this question, okay? You gotta answer this 100% honestly. Do you really going to Brooks?
Yes.
You got a minute. Brooks' credibility might be going down.
Is this apples? There's no apples. Right there, apples, oranges, or bananas. They probably took all the apples. Or bananas. They probably took all the apples. How about you, Benny?
I'm going to Whitney Young Academy.
Did you get your letter?
Yeah, I got today.
I got into Westinghouse.
Go to Westinghouse.
You should go to Westinghouse. It's better than Noble.
It's almost like there's no emotion right here. It's that kind of like style. It's like, you know, it's the legacy of the British Empire. Let's go ahead, please. Pomp and circumstance number 4.
Middle school is just preparing you just to be ready for high school, and now we're finally gonna have a chance to explore it by ourselves and understand what our teachers are preparing us for. I'm most nervous probably about getting lost in a school at some point, because I mean it's a big school and I'm such a small girl.
We went to pre-orientation last Thursday, and it seems real good. A lot of the students spoke up. She's like, we're all nerds here, so we'll all fit in. Natalia, she's a cool nerd.
Bianca and me, we're gonna try our best to stay in touch because she's going to Muchin, one of the Noble campuses, and it's in downtown, so we're gonna try to stay in contact with each other.
I mean, those kids have been together, most of them, since kindergarten or first grade. So I know it's really hard for them to realize that, you know, in 2 or 3 or 4 months, probably won't be friends with half of the kids they were friends with their whole life anymore. It's honestly kind of sad that they have to start thinking about these life decisions so early when they're still, I mean, the grand scheme of things, they're just 13.
你好，我叫 Kyle， 我是学生，我想要做律师。
I've cried my eyes out thinking about not being with Kyle. And he knows, he was there. And I don't think that we can just kind of let go of a friendship like that. I think he'll still be around and he'll make new friends and I'll make new friends wherever we end up, but we'll still know each other and everything.
我有一只猫。 我喜欢猫，我不喜欢蜘蛛。
I'm sort of excited about high school because I'll get to see her do all sorts of different things. We haven't talked about boys or parties or all the social aspects. So I don't know how all that stuff is going to play out in high school, but I think we'll do okay.
Will you look the same or will you grow up?
I will be smoking hot. I will be totally responsible. I'll be wise.
I was a freshman in 1996, yeah. Graduated in 2000.
Yep, the year he graduated, I was born.
Yep. The Finger High School on 112th and Wallace. Yep, it was very hard. Very hard. With the teachers, the students, everybody. Too many gangs and all type of things in high school that would, you know what I'm saying, deter you from wanting to go to high school. You know, it was a big deal. My mama, she supported me all the way. That's the reason I did make it, but it was very hard coming up.
Well, you can be shy in front of many people. You can be shy in front of cameras, or you can just be shy.
I think it's quick to forget what we were all like when we were that age. You know, they're 12, 13. I think as adults, we're really quick to forget that.
I think about what I'm gonna say before I say it, and I know what will happen if I say it or not. It's better if I know what's going to happen.
All right, I need eyes up here in 3, 2, 1. Quincy, what's one question that you came up with?
If you have questions on this is the time that you and your peers will work together. And then on top of it, I'll be meeting with groups to make sure there's no other questions about it.
Okay, you ready? Start with your first experiment.
We're going to start off with part 4, and let's go to the question. Divide that time up between reading your passage. You know you're already looking for information.
The ISAT really wants you to persevere. They want you to reason abstractly. They want you to be able to argue and critique others. Look for patterns, okay? They don't just want you to memorize equations. Okay, again.
How did being a part of this documentary affect the way you and your families talked about the school enrollment process? Do you feel like your lives were represented accurately? Do you think it really matters, and why? What are the reasons?
This program is part of American Graduate. Let's make it happen. A public media initiative made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.